The drugs administered to cause mydriasis are aptly called mydriatics. Mydriasis is termed as the dilatation of the pupil. It may be required for ophthalmoscopy. Ophthalmoscopy, also called funduscopy, is a test that allows a health professional to see inside the fundus of the eye and other structures using an ophthalmoscope or fundoscope. It is done as part of an eye examination. The most commonly used mydriatics are administered in the form of drops. These include the relatively short-acting antimuscarinics tropicamide. Cyclopentolate is also administered, which actually produce both mydriasis and cycloplegia. The alpha-adrenoceptor stimulant phenylephrine may also be used to produce mydriasis without affecting the pupillary light reflex or accommodation. Mydriasis may precipitate acute closed-angle glaucoma in susceptible patients who are usually aged over 60 years. So moving towards another ocular disease, age-related macular degeneration, or AMD for short. It affects older people and is the most common cause of blindness in the UK. In most patients, central retinal cells slowly deteriorate, but in 10% of patients, new fragile blood vessels form under the retina and leak fluid and blood. In this neovascular wet form of AMD, loss of vision can occur in a few months. The first treatment for wet AMD was photodynamic therapy, in which verteporfin, a light-sensitive dye, is given intravenously and is taken up by the vascular endothelium. A laser is then applied to the lesion, and this activates the dye, releasing toxic free radicals that destroy the new vessels. This is termed as photodynamic therapy. More recently, neovascular AMD has been treated with the intravitreal injection of ranibizumab, payaptanib, and bevacizumab. These newer drugs are antibodies that bind to and inhibit vascular endothelial growth factor VEGF in the retina, slowing the progression of AMD. So, that was all for today about the important points of ocular pharmacology. For more videos like this, keep watching Scotia.com.